Hi everyone, welcome to Tanshi Creations YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn what is the least distance of distinct vision, what is the angle of vision, and about structure of human eye and its working from the fifth lesson, Human Eye and Colorful World. Already you learned about sense organs in the previous class in the biological science subject. The human eye also a very important sense organ. Already you know the eye how much important in our daily life. Our eyes are healthy. We see all the colors and all the things. If our eyes are damaged, we won't see any color, any things. That's why we take a special care about our eyes. The human eye functions on the principle of sensation of vision. We see objects because the light scattered from them falls on the eye. The eye has a lens in its structure. Here we have some doubts. Let us discuss what are they. What is the function of lens in human eye? How does it help to see objects at long distances and short distances? How is it possible to get the image at the same distance on the retina? Are we able to see all objects in front of our eye clearly? How do the lenses used in spectacles correct defects of vision? To answer these questions, you need to understand the structure and functioning of the human eye. Before knowing this, let us do some activities to know about some interesting facts about our vision. Activity number 1. In this activity, we learn about least distance of distinct vision. For this, take your physics textbook and hold it with your hands in front of you at a certain distance. Now try to read the content on the page. Slowly move the book towards your eye till it is very close to your eyes. What changes do you notice? You may see that printed letters on the page of the textbook appear blurred or you feel strain in the eye. Now slowly move the book backwards to a position where you can see clear printed letters without straining your eye. Ask your friend to measure the distance between your eye and textbook at this position. Note down its value and repeat the activity with other friends and note down the distance for distinct vision in each case. Find the average of all these distances of clear vision. What value do you get for average distance? From this activity, you will come to know that to see an object comfortably and distinctly, you must hold it at a distance about 25 centimeters from your eyes. Children, please observe the diagram. This distance is called least distance of distinct vision. Generally, for a healthy person, the least distance of distinct vision is around 25 centimeters. This value varies from person to person and with age. At a young age, I mean below 10 years, the muscles around the eye are strong and flexible and can bear more strain. Therefore, the least distance of distinct vision at the age of 10 years below is as close as 7 to 8 centimeter. In old age, the muscles cannot strain and sustain more strain, hence the least distance of distinct vision shifts to a larger value, that is about 1 to 2 meters or even more. Okay children, are you able to see the top and bottom of an object placed at a distance of about 25 centimeters from your eye irrespective of its shape? Let us know in the next activity. Activity number 2. In this activity, we will learn about angle of vision. For this activity, you collect a few wooden sticks used in cloth roller in cloth store, or collect waste PVC pipes that are used for electric wiring. Prepare sticks or pipes of 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter, 35 centimeters, 40 centimeters and 50 centimeter from them. Place a retard stand on a table and stand near the table such that your head is beside the vertical stand as shown in the figure. Adjust the clamp on the horizontal rod and fix it at distance of 25 centimeters from your eyes. Ask your friend to fix a wooden stick of 35 centimeter height to the clamp in a vertical position as shown in the figure. Now, keeping your vision parallel to horizontal rod of the stand and try to see the top and bottom of wooden stick kept in a vertical position. If you are not able to see both end of the stick at this distance, adjust the vertical stick on the horizontal rod till you are able to see both ends of the stick at the smallest possible distance from your eye. Fix the vertical stick at this position with the help of the clamp. Without changing the position of the clamp on the horizontal rod, replace the stick of 30 centimeter length with other sticks of various lengths one by one and try to see the top and bottom of the stick simultaneously without any change in the position of eye either upwards, downwards or sideways. Are you able to see both ends of the sticks in all these cases? If not able to see, why? What is the reason? Let us know. Children, observe this diagram and listen to me carefully. Okay? You can see the whole object AB, which is at a distance of 25 centimeter, because the rays coming from the ends A and B of the object AB will enter the eye. See children, similarly you can also see whole object CD with eye as explained above. Let us assume that AB moves closer to the eye to a position A dash B dash as shown in the figure. Will you able to see the whole object now? You notice that you will be able to see only the part EF of the object A dash B dash, because the rays coming from E and F enter your eye. The rays coming from A dash and B dash cannot enter your eye. You see in the figure also. the rays coming from the extreme ends of an object form an angle at the eye. If this angle is 60 degrees or below 60 degrees, we can see the whole object. If this angle is above 60 degrees, then we can see only the part of the object. Children, now we see the definition of angle of vision. This maximum angle at which we are able to see the whole object is called angle of vision. The angle of vision for a healthy woman being is about 60 degrees. It varies from person to person and with age also. Children, you have learnt that the value of least distance of distinct vision is about 25 centimeters and the value of angle of vision of human being is about 60 degrees. You also learned that these values change from person to person and with age of person. But why do the values of least distance of distinct vision and angle of vision change with person to person and age of person? To answer these questions, we need to understand the structure of human eye and its functioning. Okay, children, let us know the structure of human eye and its functioning. Structure of human eye and its functioning. Already you know the human eye is one of the most important sense organs. First of all, we want to know what are the basic components of human eye. The basic components of human eye are cornea, aqueous humor, pupil, lens, iris, ciliary muscles, retina, optic nerve. Children, please observe the diagram carefully. Now, we will know these components clearly. The eyeball is nearly spherical in shape. The front position is more sharply curved and is covered by a transparent protective membrane called cornea. It is this portion which is visible from outside. Behind the cornea, there is place filled with a liquid called aqueous humor, and behind this is crystalline lens which is responsible for the image formation. Between the aqueous humor and the lens, we have a muscular diaphragm called iris, which has a small hole in it called pupil. Iris is the colored part that we see in an eye. The pupil appears black because any light falling on it goes into the eye and there is almost no change of light coming back to the outside. Iris helps in controlling the amount of light entering the eye through pupil. In low light condition, the iris makes the pupil to expand so that more light is allowed to go in, and in the case of bright or excess light condition, it makes the pupil contract and thereby prevent the excess light not to go into the eye. Thus, iris enables pupil to act as a variable aperture for entry of light into the eye. The lens is hard in the middle and gradually becomes soft towards the outer edge. The light that enters the eye forms an image on the retina. It covers the rear part of eyeball. Please see the children. The distance between the lens and retina is about 2.5 centimeters. That is, for any position of object in front of the eye, the image distance is fixed and about 2.5 centimeters. But how can we get the same image distance for various position of objects? How is it possible? The image distance remains constant only when there is a change in focal length of lens. We need to change focal length of eye lens to get same image distance for various positions of object in front of the eye. This is only possible when the eye lens is able to change its shape. Let us know which component help to change the focal length of the eye lens. Okay? The ciliary muscles to which eye lens is attached helps the eye lens to change its focal length by changing the radius of curvature of the eye lens. When the eye is focused on a distant object, the ciliary muscles are relaxed, so that the focal length of eye lens has its maximum value, which is equal to its distance from the retina. The parallel rays coming into the eye are then focused onto the retina and we see the object clearly. When the eye focused on a closer object, the ciliary muscles are strained and focal length of eye lens decreases. The ciliary muscles adjust the focal length in such a way that the image is formed on retina and we see the object as it is. This process of adjusting focal length is called accommodation. However, these muscles cannot be strained beyond a limit, and hence if the object is brought too close to your eyes, the focal length cannot be adjusted to form an image on the retina. Thus, there is a minimum distance for distinct vision of an object which is roughly equal to 25 centimeter, as you have learned. Does eye lens form a real image or virtual image? How does the image formed on retina help us to perceive the object without change in its shape, size and color? Let us discuss now. The eye lens forms a real and inverted image of an object on the retina. The retina is delicate membrane which contains about 125 million receptors called rods and cones, which receive the light signals. Cones identify the color and rods identify the intensity of light. These signals are transmitted to the brain through about 1 million optic nerve fibers. The brain interprets these signals and finally process the information so that we perceive the object in terms of its shape, size and color. Okay children, this is the structure of human eye and its functioning. In this class, you have learned that eye lens itself changes its focal length in accordance with the distance of object with the help of ciliary muscles. If it is not possible, what will happen? What are defects of vision? Is there any limit to the change of focal length of the eye lens? These are we will learn in the next class. Okay, children. understand this class? I hope you all understood this class. If you are any doubt in this class, you contact your subject teacher. And also one thing, if you like this video, please put a like. And don't forget, share this video to your classmates and your friends. We will meet again in the next class. In the next class, we will discuss about what are the maximum and minimum focal length of islands, and also what are the defects of vision and how will we correct them. Okay children?